Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, FoxyNoTail, here on the truly Bedrock survival server. We, of course, are over at the new not-so-humble Hills district, which, as you can see, I've spent a lot of time working on during the truly Bedrock live stream weekend, which has just been for me. It's Monday morning as I'm recording this video, and JCB has built this lovely block of flats, and the Ricky Roy has built these lovely broken down houses. So, you know, it's not quite the, fancy area that it was originally intended to be, but I think they've got a point with this theme. You see, if we're wanting to be less humble than the humble hills people because we're not so humble, well, I think the humblest way that we could do that is by keeping everything nice and basic, by using a desaturated palette rather than those fancy colours they've got over there with their vivid greens and browns and things like that. So we came up with some rules on stream weekend that you can only build here with blocks that don't have any colour in them, and we can achieve being even more humble than the humble hills purely by using a better block palette. Anyway, that is enough of talking about these areas for now. I'll be back here later today when I do my Monday morning live stream, but for now, I've got a new project I want to work on, which means going far, far away. Now, before we go far, far away, I need to come over to the Chaos Hill under the hill area, and I've just literally come in here for the first time in a couple of days, and someone's been digging still. I didn't do this. Someone else has been digging in here, which is absolutely fantastic, which should hopefully mean we've got even more stuff coming into our storage system. And that's one of the things that I wanted to see. I wanted to see what blocks we've got because, oh dear, the stone's overflowed. This is not good news. Oh, geez. We got too much stone again. Oh, how can we be... Oh, geez. Okay, that's a whole bunch more stone sugar boxes we've got full. How much stone has got? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And the cobblestone as well. Oh geez. We need... Oh gee. I wasn't expecting to be doing this morning. Anyway, I wanted to see what we got in here because there's a certain block that I am missing a lot of. And that is redstone. And the farms that I want to make need a lot of redstone. And as much as there is a lot of redstone in here, I can't demolish this until all of the stone has passed through, which will help us in our endeavours to get redstone, but it's the actual redstone block that I really need. Because if we look in my redstone box and my overflow box, you'll see I don't have much in there and I've only got a little bit in here. And that might seem like quite a lot, but I've got ideas for a few farms I want to do over the next few videos. So I want more. And it also gives me a great excuse to build a farm that I haven't built this season. Well, before we go over to the new... Is that one of my LAs? Stringy! What are you doing up there? That's not that Stringy too. Still throwing blocks at me. Thanks for the dirt. Are you ready to come home? Are you ready to come back? Jeez. Can I put a lead on you yet? You wandered off again. Come here. Come on. No, absolutely not. No leads for me, mate. Okay, let's take that off you, then put you on a lead. No, you're just going to carry the lead. Then give you a lead? No. No. Totally useless. Here you go. You can have your dirt. Jeez. Okay. Well, Stringy 2 is still completely broken. No idea where Stringy's got to, but Stringy 2's made it all the way over here. This is ridiculous. Now, currently, there's no way to get over to where we're going through the nether, so it's going to be a relatively long flight, but it's not too far. We're going to about minus 4,000 by about minus 2,000-ish. And hopefully, when we get there, we shall find a witch hut. Well, I might not have found the witch hut yet, but I've accidentally stumbled across a Woodland mansion. Wasn't expecting that. Now, has it been raided? That's the question. Let's see if there's any Vokers kicking about. There's a Vindicator. Oh, geez. Oh, well, I could do with some Woodland Mansion style items, so I might as well go and take them on. And who better take them on than FoxyNoTail, king of taking things on with ease. Oh, geez. Ah! Oh, I didn't realise there was one waiting behind the window. That didn't go well for me. That didn't go well at all. Well, I'm not a million miles away now, but it is getting nighttime, which is not ideal because I don't have a bed on me. Hopefully someone will sleep. I believe Gen Fire is online, so it should be coming into view anytime now. The Woodland Mansion, I think, is just going to be around about over there. Here it is. I should be able to get my stuff back pretty easily because it was right by this window, but I do need to be very careful that... Oh, he's still there, look. He's still there, hanging about. Now, don't die. Don't die. I've got a much better sword this time, so I should be fine. There we go. Got that. Get my stuff. That's the most important thing. And then hide. I think hiding would be the best idea right now. I have no blocks to hide with, so I'm going to go outside. Hopefully not get got by mobs. And I could probably do to put all my spare stuff back in my under chest in case it happens again. Which inevitably it will do, because although this isn't a Woodland Mansion raiding episode, this is now a Woodland Mansion raiding episode. Let's take off my Elytra. Let's be sensible about this, and let's go in. And all I want is a couple of evokers so I can get some tokens of undying. There's the chap. Let's duck and weave and chop. Duck and weave. And, oh, he died. That's good. We've got a totem now. That's great. Can I put it in my offhand? Oh, geez. We've now got a baby zombie and a spider. Ow. Stop it. Go away, Shoo. I can hear another Vindicator, but I want to put my totem in my offhand. I'm now safe. Nothing can hurt me ever again. This is excellent news. Let's get rid of you. Pretty sure I just saw an evoker run in the room next door as well. So let's get that guy. Ow. What's hitting me now? Oh, I see. Well, take this, skeleton. Show you with my ultimate piglin smasher diddly bow. Hello, there you are. Shoot. Ow. Oh, you nearly got me. Wow, one-shotted an evoker with my bow. That's pretty good. Okay, next room. We're taking this place by force. Wow, what a load of junk. I'm only here for the good stuff. Right, next. Ah! Oh, no, not one of these guys again. You're a bit dangerous, you are. Little bit dangerous. Oh, there's another one. And you've got an enchanted axe. I want to be very careful of you. There we go. Is that the whole of the upstairs done? Another skeleton. Kaboom. Easy. Didn't stand a chance there, sir. Not against the most powerful no-tail in the world. Ah, I tell you what, this is an upstairs in here, isn't there? Is there anything worthwhile having in this room? There is a spider. There's an on-fire spider. It's a dead spider. And there's a creeper who doesn't stand a chance. It's now a dead creeper. And a chest. With things. Oh, golden apple. And a bucket. But otherwise totally useless. Let's go downstairs. Hey, how did you get a bow? Zombie with a bow. That's a new one. Glad he didn't have any arrows. Next room has actual zombies and things in the cage. I've never seen that before, actually in there. That's amazing. I can also hear a Vindicator. I'm going to assume that he's upstairs. But before I go upstairs, I do want to kind of take care of these guys. Can you guys go off with me here? There we go. There we go. That's not sorted those ones out. All I've got to do is go upstairs and sort out that Vindicator. Where is he? No, we're not. Ah. Okay, there was a creeper upstairs. Another music disc. More junk. Let's go get these Vindicators. I can hear you. Just can't see you. Anyone in here? Oh, a Vindicator and an evoker in there. And a skeleton with quite the powerful... Oh, it was probably him hitting me. Oh, good. Vindicator and skeleton were having a fight. That's good. Long shot. Got him. Right, just that evoker in here then. We got this. What could go wrong? Where'd he go? Here he is. Chop. Chop. You're dead. Another totem for me. Thank you very much. I can hear bad things. They're just zombies. Lots of them. But no match for me and my incredible sword. My piglin smasher. It's the best sword in the game. Swiftly, swiftly. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. I feel like I've missed a room. Because I can hear things, but I can't see them. There's another room. It's a secret room. It's got zombies in it. Dead zombies. Right, we found a way to the staircase. Let's go round the other side. In the fastest ever Woodland Mansion. Ah! Whoa, that was close. A little bit too close for comfort there, sir. If you wouldn't mind just dying of fire. Thank you. And if you wouldn't mind just dying of fire as well, that'd be nice. Thank you very much. Just death of fire. Good news. Excellent. Right, next. There's a laze. Whoa! And a bad guy that's incredibly bad at hitting me as well as I'm as bad as hitting him. Many a laze, but do I want them? Because they're totally useless. Not really, no. I mean, it would be nice to have them, but they just go on leads and get stuck. They're totally pointless. Vindicator, you now have no nose. How do you feel about that? And a wall with no door. I sneak in behind it. Yes, a tree with a chest with nothing in it except a creeper who somehow managed to blow up above me. Ooh, an anvil. I'll take the anvil. Anyone in here? There is another Vindicator. And ow, he hit me. Ow, oh, he hit me again. No, 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 no. Half a heart, half a heart, half a heart. Shoot. Whoa, that was very close. I know I've got a totem, but I don't want to waste it. I'm doing the off. I just feel bad about the allays. What's the point in coming all the way to a woodland mansion and not having it, getting the allays out of it? I mean, I know the coordinates, so I could come back if I needed to. In fact, what we should do is find a way out of the woodland mansion somehow. Ooh, another room. Hello. Hello, chaps. There's another Vindicator's nose. Wow, there's so many hidden areas of this particular woodland mansion that I've not been to. And we're back to the stairs. How did I miss all of those rooms? Ah, I see a Vindicator. That was a bad shot. I thought I heard one behind me then. That Vindicator was dead from a distance. That's good news. Okay, so we're back to the allay room. What I want to do, find a nice easy way out. Aha! To outside. Perfect. Right? And then build a nether portal. And link it up to the nether so we can come back and get the allays in the future. But not today. Okay? What a tangent we've gone on. Okay, without too much drama. Ah! Whoa! Hello? I don't want to be poisoned. No, thank you. What timing was that? Everything went smoothly until the witch turned up. Jeez, I was just about to light the portal. Oh, good, I didn't go down to half a heart. That's good. Stupid witch. Did she despawn? She did. Okay, good. Without too much drama, the nether portal has been made. With the room, like, directly behind the allays is just here. So that means we can pop through into the nether, see where that comes out. We're not a million miles away from home. So I don't think it would be too difficult for us to come back, bring those allays back at some point. But for right now, time to go over to the witch hut area and actually do what we're supposed to be doing today. Oh, there is swamp. This is a good sign. I'm not seeing many. It said it should have been around about here. There it is. No, it isn't. There's a large mushroom. Ah, there's one. Right, that'll do. That's absolutely fine. We have found ourselves a witch hut, which means we can build a witch. Oh, it's right next to a hill. That's very annoying. I don't want it to be next to a hill because that's going to make life difficult. Let's see if we can find another one. But if not, at least we know there's one here. Ah, here's another one. But it is also right next to a hill. So we'll go for the original. It's a bit further away, but that's fine. And we should claim this as FoxyNoTail's amazing witch hut of many dreams and witches. But the first thing we should do is go into it and kill the witch. There she is. Ow. Okay, she got the first move. Ah, how? How are you so good at throwing things? Well, there's only one way to deal with this witch. Where'd you go? I'm going to kill your cat if you don't come outside. That was a warning shot. But so was that one. That was also a warning shot. That was supposed to be another warning shot. Which doesn't appear to care that I've killed her cat. Okay. Through the slither, I can see you. Got ya. Got ya. Oh dear, the witch has died. What a shame. Right. It's witch hut time. Okay. We have a little base camp set up, and as you can see, I've gone around the area spamming a few torches to try and make it not quite so deadly in this area. And the first thing we need to do is put down this zombie villager head so it's not in my inventory. The next thing we need to do is get some building blocks, and I realised all I've done is brought empty sugar boxes. Alright, okay, I guess we're going to be building with cobbled deep slate then. No problem. Right, so I want a bridge to get up to it, and then we just need to tear everything down. However, it has recently changed on Bedrock Edition that witches will only spawn as a cave spawn, which means they need a block above their head in order to be able to spawn, which makes things difficult for us because what we need to do is find the exact block that they're spawning on in order to create ourselves the farm that I like to build, which I built on Truly Bedrock Season 3. So what I'm going to need is some dark glass, which I don't believe I have any of at all. I also have never found a geode in this world, so we've got some work ahead of us before we can actually make this thing do anything. Alternatively, what I could do is go into a creative version of this world and do it that way, but I feel like doing things the good old-fashioned survival way today, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Now, what I need to think is, realistically, how easy is it going to be for me to actually dig around and find a geode? It's very unlikely that I'll just stumble across one. We don't have spectator mode. I can't go under the world, but I do know someone that sells amethyst stuff. So, next job should be to build a portal so that I can get back home and go and buy some. Now, I don't want my portal anywhere near where I'm building because I don't want things to be able to spawn on it instead of witches, so I'm going to build it over here. Okay, with me doing treacherous things like going across the nether, it's probably be a good idea to take my weaponry with me, just in case I do come across anything that needs shooting in the distance, like a ghast or some piglins that want to destroy me. And immediately I'm in fire. That's not ideal. Great, thanks game. And there we go, a ghast, straight away. No thank you. No thank you. And another one, right up there. Stop being ghasts. No ghasts. Shoo. Thank you. Right, now I just need to get to, I think it's pretty much 0, 0 our nether hub. I can never actually remember. Just making a sky bridge above all of these skeletons here. What could possibly go wrong? I'm sure everything will be absolutely fine. Nothing to see here. Everything's good. For some reason, they haven't actually noticed me, which is, well, good. No, someone's noticed me. Someone's noticed me. Duck and weave. Oh, it's the piglins. The piglins that can see me. Right, okay. Well, I don't mind them so much. They're not particularly good shot. And they don't do much damage with the stupid crossbows. Okay. I have arrived on what I can only assume is Slack Lizard's gold farm. But I can't find my way in. And what I need is I need to get inside of this tunnel. It looks like there's a way down there. I was going to say, I need to get inside of this tunnely thing, because I kind of know my way home. Now, the way back to my base is over there, which is not ideal, because chances are coming down here again I'll forget. But as long as I know it's somewhere near Slack's gold farm and across that way, I think we'll be okay. Ricky's basement. Oh, maybe this is Ricky's. Oh, okay. Whoever's it is, it's amazing. Ricky's Cliffs. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, now that I think I know some sort of rough route through the nether to get back, it is time to come over to Jessie B's area and go into her little amethysty shop and buy ourselves some dark glass if she's selling it. She's not necessarily, but she is selling amethyst, which is perfectly fine because I've got plenty of glass. Oh no, dark glass right behind her there, and it is 1 diamond is stacked. 1 diamond is stacked. That's very cheap. That's actually ridiculously cheap. So yes, Jessie B, I will have plenty, and I don't even need my... and the chest. Didn't see that. Don't even need my ender chest because there is one here, very conveniently. Jessie B, give me your tinted glass. Thank you very much. Yes, please, mate. I can't fit it all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have some netherrack, Jessie. I know you like netherrack. In fact... I didn't see anything. You see anything? I didn't see anything at all. Okay, so all I got to do now is try and find my way back to where Ricky's bit of the nether hub was, and that could be tricky. I think it's in this direction. Okay, I've made it back this far. There's clearly soul sand under this carpet, which is not ideal because I can't go very quickly, but I believe if I've done everything correctly, yes, I'm back at this gold farm looking thing. All I got to do is fly without dying. How hard could it be? Back over there to this little bit of soul sand here and make my way back through the jankiest tunnels in the world all the way back to... I think it would have been quicker to have flown, let's be honest. I think it would absolutely have been quicker to have flown, but we're not flying. We're going through the world's worst nether tunnel system. There we go. I made it back in no time at all. Right, let's build a witch farm again. Now, I said I wasn't going to go into creative mode to build this farm, and I'm not, but I did decide I wanted to check a few things out. So here I am on Truly Bedrock Season 3 at the witch farm we made last season. And as you can see, witches are funneling up the tunnel and falling down and dying, which is ideal. That's exactly what you want for a witch farm. And if we look at the bottom, you can see witches are semi-regularly coming up the tube, which is exactly what we want to see. Now, we're at Y level 108 here, and if we go down to the bottom where the witches are spawning, and we go inside here, you'll see that the Y level that the witches are spawning at is almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same, Y66, as it is on our Truly Bedrock Season 4 world. However, this is the design I used for this world, and it works very nicely. It works absolutely great. The witches technically spawn on this block, but because there's glass in the way, they scoot over into the bubble column and they go up there. And as we've already seen, that works absolutely great. But there seems to be a problem. Coming over to Truly Bedrock Season 4, again in a creative world, yeah, it's not working. Not working at all. Now, there's absolutely nothing at the bottom here at the moment because I've tried so many things, and the problem is witches just are not spawning, which is bizarre. They do occasionally sometimes, but it's very, very rare. So this is still Y equals 66, where you would expect the witches to spawn. And if we go back up to the top after I make it all nice and dark in there, like so, up to Y108, just like we were on the other world in Truly Bedrock Season 3, I can sit and watch that for absolutely ages and nothing will spawn. Now, fortunately though, I was a bit concerned that the hill in the distance might be a problem for us, but it's actually not. If we put down my marker pack stand and give him the spawn radius, you will see that there is a very small amount of land that is actually within the spawn radius that things could spawn on. So not much spawn proofing to do at all for this. And you'll also see that the witch hut is within the spawn radius. So there's no reason things shouldn't be spawning there. But they're not. And I don't know why they're not. They do occasionally, every now and then, but nowhere near with the regularity that they were on Truly Bedrock Season 3. There we go. Eventually, after waiting a significant amount of time, we got a witch that spawned in there, but that will be the last one for a while. Now, I do have a couple of command blocks here. That was just to kill the witches so that I could figure out where they were spawning. And you will see, well, that's actually wrong because the witch had moved. But if we wait for another witch to spawn, white concrete will be placed under the witch's spawn point and we'll be able to see exactly what block they're spawning on. So I'm going to go back up here and wait for my entire life for another witch to spawn. It's been 20 seconds so far, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. It's now been a whole minute. And there we go. Finally, after a minute and a half, another witch spawned. And you can see they spawn on that block there, which means if I had the farm set up in exactly the same way, they would be squished across onto this side and then go up this bubble elevator, which I've had to block off because, yeah, it just doesn't work. So my concern is, if I build this witch farm on Truly Bedrock, on the actual survival server, am I going to have the same issues that I'm having here? And if I am, it's a complete waste of time building it, also considering the fact that we're well outside of the world border, which means that if we do prune the world again, it's going to disappear. So, staying in creative, I'm going to go over to the other witch hut, which is further in this direction, which is near that hill, and see if we have the same problem there. Okay, I've made a dark box using the tinted glass. I am at the same Y position, well, with the maths included, away from that, so there's no reason why a witch won't spawn in that one now. Now, what I do want to check is what the spawn sphere is like around this to make sure we're not loading too much else in where mobs can spawn. And if we set that there, you'll see there isn't really a great deal of land where things are spawnable. And we do have a witch has, well, a witch is spawned and there's another one down there as well. Okay, I got the same command block system here. This one will set a block of concrete underneath where the witch spawns. This one will kill that witch, and this one will kill everything else that's not a witch. So if I stand here and wait for my entire life, hopefully in less than a minute, we will get a witch spawning. Well, it's been over a minute again, and absolutely nothing has spawned. Perhaps I'm too high up. Maybe if I went down a little bit, we might stand a bit more of a chance. Let's make another little platform here for me to stand over and see if it... Oh, geez. So we got one witch within about a minute and a half Are we going to get any more? It's been over 2 minutes now and we've only had one witch. I mean, it's not impossible. Something to do with the daylight cycle. Maybe we need to change that. There we go. We had another witch. We are 2.5 minutes in. Oh, and then a bunch more. I was just about to change the daylight cycle, but we don't need to. And a bunch more there. Maybe it's just a matter of time. Maybe it needs to just sort of kick in and establish some sort of rhythm to itself, which is a bit odd. And another, and another. So they are coming, just not very quickly. And I don't know if I want to go through all the effort of making a witch farm that only produces 2 witches a minute. Okay, so back over at the one we actually picked, I've put the stuff in place now that should hopefully allow the witches to spawn and go up the tube. And I'm going to go to the top and wait for a very long time and see if we get any witches actually coming up the tube. Now, just to stand here and wait for a very, very long time. It's now been 2 minutes and there have been absolutely no witches at all since that first one. So I'm going to move down a couple of blocks and see if that helps us out a little bit. I don't know if it will. I doubt it very much, but I don't think my distance has got anything to do with it. It's been 3 minutes and no witches. Well, I think we can safely say that this particular witch hut is totally broken. Nothing is happening that should be happening. I don't get it. Okay, back over at the one a little bit closer to home, I've set up the same system, and for some reason in this one, the witches are not going over the middle there. They're actually appearing in this block here, which is not ideal, but they are spawning a lot more regularly. So I think that witch hut that's over there is totally broken. This one doesn't seem to be, but I don't know why the witches are going there and not in the bubble column. It's very strange. Okay, more witches have spawned, and this time they have spawned in the same place. That's so weird. There's loads of them though. Why are they there and not in the water stream? Okay, and what I've done now in order to try and figure this thing out is I've put some metal bars around where the witch's head will be. And as you can see, this has successfully trapped a witch. And you can see she has spawned on exactly that square block. So having the bubble column here should work, but it doesn't. So what I'm thinking is perhaps little old me has somehow got this wrong, and maybe she wants to be pushed in a different direction. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my glass block in the witch's head there, one there and one there, and we will see if we get a witch stood on this block here. Go up to our position, there we go. Look, straight away in that block. So yeah, I actually need the bubble column, and it makes sense if you think about it, on the block the witch actually spawns on, rather than trying to push it onto one that it doesn't. The question now is though, will a witch actually spawn on a block that's got soul sand in it and a bubble column? I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to build this thing and find out. I don't think the witches are going to spawn on the soul sand. And after quite some time of waiting patiently, I can say that they won't. The witches will not spawn on the soul sand. Great. I'm just going to remove that soul sand and just see if they will actually spawn in the water in there. And the answer seems to be again no, the witch doesn't want to spawn in water. Oh, geez. So we can get the witch fully on this block, but we can't seem to get her fully on this block, which is the block she needs to be on. Perhaps we could get her fully on this block, or maybe even fully on that block. Although I have tried that one and that one didn't work. And the answer is potentially the witches did appear in this empty block here. So maybe if we put a bubble column in there, we will be good to go. Okay, I've made another bubble column, but now we've got another problem. And the problem now is that the witch won't spawn on there because the water's flowing into it. And we need the witch to spawn there to be pushed into there, which means we need to stop the water going into there, which we can't do because that means putting redstone like a button or something on there to stop the water flowing on it, but the witch won't spawn on redstone. This is a problem. And I honestly don't know what the solution is. But the really annoying thing is, why does it work on Truly Bedrock Season 3 and not here? It doesn't make any sense. I feel like I'm doing something really stupid, but I can't think what that is. Okay, peeps, I have a new plan and it works. So, what I've got down there is a little ice path with a couple of pistons and a tripwire with some slime blocks on it. When the witch spawns on the string, she'll get pushed down here, at which point we'll have a trident killer, which is going to mince her up. So now what we need to do is make sure we can AFK where the trident killer is going to reach and still prevent as many other things as... Oh, geez, my command block killing the armor stands. Still prevent as many other things as spawning as possible. Right, command block off, armor stand down, give it spawn spheres, So the furthest away we can AFK is here. But to be on the safe side, this one. So 115 we can AFK at. Okay. Good. Now let's build a trident killer. Now, back over in my creative test world, a few episodes ago, we built this amazing trident killer, which is absolutely fantastic for zombie pigmen. It's so good, they don't even need to take any fall damage to instantly die. It's absolutely amazing. It is quite large, but it does work very effectively. And as you'll see for witches, while it might not be instant death, it's certainly going to be quick enough to be able to keep up with a witch farm. But what if I could make it smaller? I have designed a few different variations that basically have the same thing going on. There are 3 here. This one is reasonably smaller and works pretty well. Let's turn it on, throw some pigmen in there and see what happens. Instant death still, and you can see the overall footprint of it horizontally is smaller, although vertically it is a little bit taller, which is not ideal if we're working at ground level. So perhaps that's not the best one. The next one is very small indeed. It has a tiny little footprint. It's absolutely fantastic. And again, this one works incredibly well. We'll throw a few pigmen in there, watch them instantly die, but there is a significant issue with this one. And the issue with this is not that the items get stuck, they go away perfectly well. It is in fact that the redstone actually blocks the hoppers, which means the items come through a lot more slowly. Which is not ideal if you're dealing with high volume items, although with witches we're probably not going to be. Then there is this one, which, well, by all means the glass is a bit taller. It is a bit taller, it's still a very small footprint, and if we turn it on, well, it's not quite as energetic, is it? It still kills pigmen relatively quick, but nowhere near as quick as the other one. In fact, nowhere near as quick at all. But it does work. So that leads me to think, which one of these would be better? I mean, for witches, we don't actually need all that much speed, because realistically, we're probably going to be getting a witch every 10 seconds or so, which means that this one is actually perfectly quick to keep up with them. This one, again, for witches, it will kill them quicker, which is absolutely great, because that's going to clear the mob cap up nice and quickly. But it means that the items are going to take longer to flow through into here. But like I said, for a witch farm, that's really not a problem. Now, technically speaking, this is probably the easiest one to build. This one's pretty easy to build, and it is very compact. However, none of them have the height compactness of this one. This one hardly uses any height at all. Which one to go for? Which one? I think I'm going to go for this one, the one that has the redstone impairment, but we don't need the speed. I've been even more of a genius. I've just realized if I use glass for this redstone instead of solid blocks, it's not going to affect the hoppers, which would be, you know, quite the advantage. And that means we can put our double chest directly under there as well, which means we don't need to have even more hoppers. We can open that nice and easily. It's going nice and quickly. The trident has vanished. Oh no, it's still in there. It's just hard to see over the ice. So that's the trident killer done. And hopefully we will get some witches being mincified in our mincing machine any minute now. There we go. We have a witch, but she despawned because it's too far away. Let's just drop down a couple of blocks just to be on the safe side. Hold our looting sword. And let's turn on killing all the mobs except witches to give this a fair test. And there we go, we've got a witch, and she's in the trident killer. They're both in the trident killer. They're not dying for some reason. Has the trident gone, or are they not falling down into it? Is it too fast that they can't fall in? Die! Die more! Why won't you die? Oh, the trident's getting killed by the... I'm a moron! No command blocks then. Just good old-fashioned Minecraft. What could go wrong? Put a trident back in there, close up the hole, go back to our AFK spot and watch the witches get minced now. There we go, we have a witch. It got minced. Another witch. It got minced. Another witch also getting minced. And that witch is not dying. I think it's going too fast. The witch can't fall down the hole. Let's just slow it down a touch. Put a bit of delay on each one of these. There we go. Hopefully that will make it slightly easier for the witches to mince themselves nice and quickly. There we go, there's another one. And another one. Oh, both of them got minced. This is perfect. This is excellent. This is much easier to build than the system I had in mind as well. So on that note, now that we're getting all these amazing things in our storage system, we can build it on Truly Bedrock. And back on Truly Bedrock, I'm back over here at our Humble Hills area, or not so Humble Hills area, where another live stream has taken place. I have put a wall around the entire thing, and I've done the path work from one area to the other. Now, my allay did find its way down to me all the way from under Chaos Hill. I still can't put it on a lead, but it has been collecting blocks for me, which is great. And the only things I got left to do here is get rid of these horrible wooden things because they're far too saturated, and we're building a desaturated area, and then actually make a building of my own here at some point. But for now, we're not doing that. We're going to fly all the way back over to where the witchy stuff is and build a witch farm. Right, there's the new witch hut that we're going to be building at. Speaking of witches, there are a couple of tenants here. Oh, don't kill me, please. No, no death. I'm not interested in death today, thank you. Where did you go? No, no death. Thank you. There we go. Right, let's get rid of those guys. Let's set up base camp. And let's just do a little bit of spawn proofing around here with some lights. And then the demolition can commence. Let's do this thing. Let's actually get it right this time. Okay, the witch hut has been demolished. I'm pretty sure the spawn spot is either that one or that one. I'm not 100% sure which one. I'm pretty sure it was that one. So I'm going to build as if it is that one. And then if we need to move it later on, that's absolutely fine. But just to mark it out, I'm going to put a grass block there for now. And then I'm going to start, I guess, seeing what blocks we got so we can dig this thing out. Dig this thing out. I'll get this thing. You know what I mean. Get this thing built, please. And of course, I have no string. Why would I not have string? Oh, goodness. I've got a string farm, but I've got no string. Oh, jeez. I also have no ice, so I don't know how well this will work without it. I don't think we need it necessarily. The slime blocks are pretty powerful. What I do need is some slabs. Slabs. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, bees, I'm sorry about this, but you're being thoroughly irritating. You're flying in my face non-stop. Your hive is going, and you will as well if you fly back in my face. Right, I've blocked this thing in. I've cleared out a little bit more space on the inside of it, so hopefully... You got a sheep in there? No sheep. It's not for you. And we're getting absolutely nothing. Great. Okay, it is definitely dark in here. I'm going to move some of this glass around just to make sure there's plenty of room for the witches to spawn in here. And then I'll try again. Pitch black. Okay, try again. Although I can't see anything at all now. Oh, there's a witch. And here she was exactly in the corner that I thought she'd be. Yeah, she spawned on that corner of the grass block. Look, there's another one there now. You can see them. So that is the right spot. Okay, I still haven't wired everything up because I don't have any string still, but I've put the slime blocks in there and hopefully the witches will spawn in front of the slime blocks. Just a waiting game. Yes, they did. That's good news. So I just need some string. That's all I need. It's nighttime and there's a spider. I've got a little bit of string. Another spider. Give me a string, more string. This is good news. If I had looting 3, this would be even better. A spider, more string. I have 4 pieces of string. I think that's actually all I'm going to need. But I'm going to hunt while the night is still out, just in case I need a spare one. Spider! No string, I don't think. No. Spider, I heard it. There it is. No more string. Oh, jeez. Spiders, 2 of them. This must mean many string. Yes. And you, give me a string. Yes, we now have 7 string. Come on, give me all your string, bud. No, string. Rude. Yeah, more string, 9 strings. This is good. Start heading back home. And I think might just have a little snooze. Oh, we're in it now. We're in it to win it, peeps. Okay. Tripwire hook there, tripwire hook there. Bit of string there and a bit of string there. Does it work? It does. Oh, amazing. Right, trident killer time. Okay, the pistons and the stairs are in. Next level, after a snooze. And we're going to start with the very bottom of the trident killer, which means we need blocks under all of these things like that. And then just there. That's that. Then all we need under here, this is where the hopper minecarts are going to go. So let's just mark that out with those there, which means the hoppers are going to be there, which means our chest, well, our temporary chest is going to be at the front here. Nice. That's nice and easy. Very good. That is now all of the observers in place, which means if we start the clock, the pistons should start going round. And it sounds very much like they are. So that's good news. Right, let's just add in some filler blocks just to make everything totally non-spawnable. We'll put slabs and stuff around the floor later on to stop things spawning down here. But I think that's it. That's all we need for this farm. We've got everything in place now. We got the slime blocks with the tripwire hooks. I put redstone down there just to stop things spawning in the wrong place. We need to link up that redstone there. We need to put some more of the tinted glass round to darken it all up in there. But we are just about there. Okay, everything is covered in. The bottom of this looks a bit gross. I don't know whether to replace all of that with the deep slate as well. I don't think it really matters. This is technically a temporary farm because we're building out of the build zone, so it really doesn't matter. But everything's in. The trident killer is in. I don't have a trident in the trident killer. Well, let's just make sure when we come up to our AFK platform, we're actually going to get witches in it, and it's going to do the job it's supposed to do. There might... Oh, there we go. I was going to say there might be too much light coming through the bottom bit, but we got a witch. That's good news. Right, we need trident in the trident killer. And I need a looting 3 sword. I've got some bad news. I don't actually own any more tridents, which is a bit of a problem, but they're not too difficult to come by on Bedrock Edition. The other piece of bad news is I've completely forgotten to put in the hopper minecarts and the skulk block in order to prevent the skulk or the XP from growing in this thing. So I'm going to replace this block here with the skulk. I'm going to put the hopper minecarts in, which also means I need some rail. Just like this. There we go. Hopper minecarts are in. I've put some tinted glass around the outside of this just to try and minimize how much light is getting into this thing. And now what I'm going to do is go and battle some drowns and see if I can get a trident. Quite the ravine in here. Are there any drowns? Ah, drowns. Hello, chaps. I would very much like it if you wouldn't mind lending me one of your tridents. I know neither of you are holding one, but there is a chance you'll drop one. Nope. Okay, let's find one. Ah, this one's got a trident. That's good. Need to be a little bit careful here because I don't want to get stabbed, ideally. Here we go. No, didn't get one. Okay. No problem. No. What about you? Either of you got a trident? You've got a Nautilus shell. Right, that's it. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Regen on Bedrock is so slow. It's unreal. Okay, I'm going in. Did I get one? I did not. A drowned one with... This one's actually got a trident. Jeez, I'm nearly dead again. Eat, 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 eat. Run away and eat. Oh, there's a lot of drowns protecting him. There's a baby one as well. Got to be careful. Okay, I'm going in. Give me your trident, please. Yes! Amazing, I got one. Fantastic, let's get out of here. It doesn't have impaling on it, but we just need proof of concept. Okay, there are 2 things left to do here. The first thing to do is jump inside of our trident killer, put our little man down, get our spawn circle on the go, and that will guarantee that our witches actually manage to get inside of the trident killer. So technically, we can actually build all the way up to, wow, to here pretty much. If we go outside of this, this is no good. So we could AFK here, absolutely fine. So I'm going to build my new platform at this point here. Smash this one to bits. Go back inside the trident killer of many doom. Okay, for now, I'm just going to waterlog the stairs rather than the pistons because I've only got 4 buckets with the water. Throw the trident in. We'll be back later for, putting the impaling on the trident. So we can put more water in then. Put the glass back on. So everything's nice and hidden. Turn on the trident killer of ultimate power. Make sure there's nothing in there. I can hear a witch already. How can I hear a witch already? Surely there can't be one in there already. And if it is, why isn't it in the trident killer? There is. Why aren't you dying? Is the trident killer going too fast again? Let's just turn it down a bit. There we go. Now she's taking damage. Well, we got a witch without even trying. We've not even been to the AFK spot yet. We've already got redstone, which is exactly what we're here for. So that's great news. Now we're going to try and land on these 3 blocks up here. Just like that. Smooth. And then we're going to place some more blocks to make it easier for us to land on here in future, as well as a little room to hide in. And now we're just going to stand here and watch as many, many witches get minced. Anytime now. It's going to happen any sec. You what? You just wait and see. So there we go. We got one then. Ah, we got two. Yeah. Just needed to move slightly. That's all it was. And another. And now if we brandish our looting 3 sword, we will be rich before you know it. Another. And another. Well, it's working. I can see witches in there. They are going in relatively regularly. They are getting minced. And that can only mean one thing. And that's that you're going to have to wait until the next video to find out exactly how good this farm is. So all I've got left to say is thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this one, you'll probably enjoy this one.